Hello everyone, my name is Emmanuel, also known as Yatuza with D&B Academy, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to make music like the artist on Jungle Cakes. So before we get started, let's get into the project. Okay, so this is what the track sounds like. Okay, so all of the sounds and the presets from this video are part of DB Academy Sauce sample pack. So if you're interested in checking those sounds out, you can head over to our website and you'll find loads more. So the first thing that we're going to take a look at today is going to be the drums. Now for the drum kit, I've chosen a full drum loop from the Sauce sample pack, and I have another loop here for the ghost hits. Now I've just chosen a couple bars of the sample loop. This is the original sample here. And since I didn't want the end here, I've just gone ahead and looped the beginning. So let me show you what the sample sounds like without me cutting it up. So I didn't want that small kick variation, and I just went and looped the first half of it, and I've duplicated that. I've also chosen a second drum loop, but I just cut it up so that I'm using the shuffle of this loop. And I've layered it on top of the main drums. Now I didn't want to get too clinical with this drum kit, as I was looking for that raw and rugged sound, and I didn't want to go too in depth with the samples and cut them up. I like the natural feel of the drum loop, so I just went with that. So that's all I've done for the main drums. Let me go ahead and show you the other loop that I've chosen for this drum kit. So this is just a loop with a filter automation, and I have it set to start at 1.14 kilohertz, and it goes down to 176 hertz. So for this drum loop, I did change the position of it. And I looped it here where it has the second snare come in, and I put that in the place of the kick. And then I just loop that again. So it sounds more like an amen break. And this is just set here at the end of those loops so that it creates a variation. So after this filter break comes in, I have some faster hi-hats so that the momentum increases within the drum loop. Just a really classic method of making your drum kit. So after we got the drum kit set, let's take a look at the basses now. So for the basses, the notes that I'm using are C, A, and F, along with a D here for the variation on the second half of the loop. So let me go ahead and open Serum. And I'm using the Foghorn bass from the same sample pack that you can find on dnbacademy.net. All I've changed was the octave. So instead of it being +3, as it is in the default preset, I lowered it to -2. Apart from that, I've also played with the filter cutoff, closed that a bit, and I modified the tone with the macro here. So for the second bass, it is also from the sample pack, and I am using one more sub wobble. So this is just a default preset. I haven't changed any of the macros here, so you can go ahead and find this one straight out of the pack. So I don't have any post-processing on the bus itself. All of the post-processing is coming from within Serum. So this is a pretty straightforward one. I'll go ahead and show you what I've got for the effects. So in the intro, you can hear that there is a snare loop that's coming in. So I've just grabbed one of the snares from the Sauce sample pack, and I duplicated the snares, and I've just have them with some filters. So I have one of the filters that begins at 424 hertz, and then it goes up to 1.70 kilohertz. And then I have the second auto filter here that is cutting out all the low end, that is set from 424 hertz to 1.70 kilohertz, but with the low pass feature turned on. So apart from that, it is pretty standard stuff. I've just chosen an FX sample from the pack, and I've chosen a break loop, and I just have it filtered in. So the auto filter here is getting automated from 517 hertz down to 168 hertz. And I'm using Ableton's hybrid reverb, and the decay is set at 3.50 seconds, the size at 50%, and the damping at 50%. I also have the dry-wet parameter set at 30%, so I have no automation on this hybrid reverb. So let me show you what the intro sounds like with the drum kit. So as you can see, this is quite a simple way of creating a drum loop, but it is very similar to the tracks that are on Jungle Cakes. So I wanted to go ahead and show you how you can make that from the sample pack and add your own twist to it. Okay, so that would be it for today's video. Now, if you liked the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Again, my name is Emmanuel, also known as Yutuza, and I'll see you in the next one.